Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Kermit and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But it's
Kermit.
You're saying
like
not to
frog?
do.
Yeah,
wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
My wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the, probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hollywood hypnotist.
Morning.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I am so excited that you're here. You're the #1 hypnotist. I've met other hypnotists and they weren't that great. So it's great to meet you. Everybody is excited because you are the #1 in your field. Can you explain your process? Like, how exactly does this work?
Well, all hypnosis, look, hypnosis is an organic state of mind. I was just listening to Bimbo. Oh, it didn't work. You know, many times I hear that a day. It's people don't really understand the applications of hypnosis. It's a natural, organic state. We go in and out of hypnosis about 1,000 times a day. It's a natural state. It truly is. Common forms of hypnosis when you're up on the highway, freeway, driving along, mind your business, arm out the window, listening to this program, big smile on your face. And then you realize your exit was about 3 exits back somewhere, right?
Yes.
Form. Everyone does that. Watching a good movie, reading a good book. These are all forms of hypnosis. Remember when you're sitting in class as a student, or maybe there's some students listening now, that you're just zoning out. You're going into another place, right?
So is that what it is? It's zoning out?
It. That's the simplicity of it, of trying to explain it as best as I can to have an understanding about what this really is.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I see. I see what you're saying now. Okay. So I thought it was like so much more than that. It's like pretty simple, but it's hard to get to that place. Like when you're making yourself do it, you kind of have to be in like what they call the flow state. Do you use that term?
That's more of a meditation and spiritualistic term. Flow state's fine. Look, everyone has a different terminology for this state, right? Athletes call it, runners call it a runner's high. Football players call it the zone. So everybody has a different terminology for what it is. And we all experience it every day, about 1,000 times a day.
So we experience this without even trying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what would you say to people? How do you teach people if it's something they do every day without trying?
Well, to learn it, that's where the power is, because you're tapping in to what is a natural organic state. I'm the guide, I'm the facilitator. So what you see on TV and the movies, they sensationalize everything. And I'm a little bit responsible for that too, because I do comedy stage hypnosis shows. So we do all of those kind of things. So it gives people a different image. But if you really understand it and you harness the power, you can make so many lifestyle changes in your life and achieve your maximum potential and just remove blocks.
Really?
Just like listening to Bimbo, they were saying that they've had all these cancers, all of these things going on in their lives. I'm sure there's some anxiety, some stress from that. And so can you utilize the hypnosis to help you in your life? Absolutely possible.
Can you please hypnotize Elisa to fall in love with Leaf King?
Does anybody ever ask for anything like that?
All the time.
Really? Wait, you can really?
I always get the spouses telling me, hey, can you hypnotize my spouse to do this, that, or the other thing? And the answer is no.
No?
Only if they want to. And so, like that question, great question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
But Can I do that to you to allow you to do that? If you want to, sure, we can do it. Yeah. So the answer is simply yes.
Wait, first you said no, now you're saying yes. Wait, so can I take somebody that has no interest in me whatsoever and you could kind of like hypnotize them from afar?
Well, that's what I do now. A lot of my, because there's two sides to me. There's the entertainment side, and then there's the board certified where I have a clinic in Beverly Hills. So most of my applications in my therapy is done through what is now called telemedicine, right? So it's on platforms like this. It's on platforms like Zoom, Skype, all of that, or literally just over the phone. So if somebody was watching right now, they would go into hypnosis. Actually, they're probably in hypnosis right now, watching this program and listening to this program. Why? Because I've given the suggestion to do that. And here's a crazy thing, Elisa.
Ooh.
You are a hypnotist and don't even know it.
I am?
Yes.
How am I a hypnotist?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because look, you've got a successful program. People tune in, they listen, they watch, they're mesmerized. They're
maybe did I trick them into watching?
No, there's no tricks.
No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, hypnosis is not a trick. It's not. It's again not like you see in TV or in the movies. I don't get a watch. Notice I didn't bring my watch today. I don't have the hypno disc that we're going to spin and all of this. So hypnosis is done with words, and so you're using words all the time in this program. So you're actually lulling and hypnotizing people to continue to grow your podcast and to continue to allow people to listen and watch.
Wow. Okay. So everybody can be a hypnotist. They just have to connect with people or.
Well, everyone is a hypnotist because
everyone.
Absolutely, positively, because we're all taking in suggestion from everyone you speak with. So the biggest hypnotists are the spouses in your life or the people that you trust in your life, because you go to them in confidence and suggestions about what it is that you want to do in your life. So either you take those suggestions or you don't, but more than likely, you probably are. So are those people hypnotists? Absolutely, positively. See, all I'm doing is refining a natural organic process and utilizing that to speak to your subconscious mind, which is 88% of your brain's capacity, to basically rewire, reformat any negatives that are going on in your life. So if you want to lose weight, stop smoking, or stress management, confidence. I think I heard you say in the beginning of the program, a lot of people don't like to come on camera. They have that fear, that phobia.
They have a lot of fear.
Yeah, because there's something in there that's programmed them to have that phobia and fear, right? So you have to remember this. All behavior is learned behavior. So guess what? We can unlearn the negative behavior, right? We just are not taught tools in our society, in our world. Nobody really focuses on that. So hypnosis is that application to actually remove negatives, replace with positives.
Oh, wow. That would be so incredible. I just got a note passed across my desk here that that woman Bimbo is actually an adult baby. Can you help her with that?
Absolutely, if she wants to. Again, most people know hypnotist as stopping smoking, losing weight. Those are the general things that people understand as what we do. But if you really allow the applications, like for me, I started with I was a nail biter, and I was already an adult man biting your nails. How embarrassing, right? So when I went to school for this, I went to college. We had practice sessions on Saturdays. So first thing I did was to change biting my nails. And that basically stopped within that first day. Second thing, you know what the number one fear in the world is, Elisa?
Death?
Nope.
Public speaking?
Exactly.
Okay.
Public speaking. And so that was that for me too. I was that shy, introverted all through college, didn't go to the parties, never went out. I couldn't even speak. I wouldn't even get on one of these type of programs because it wasn't fear of public speaking. It was because of my introvertedness, my shyness, and just my confidence levels. And so many, many things have changed in my life. I've been doing this for 30 years. And so I've seen hundreds, millions of people change their lives through the applications of hypnosis.
Okay, so we're going to change some lives here. Bimbo, your audio is still horrible. What would you like to see as far as changes like in your life right now?
And you were just mentioning, the whole adult baby aspect. And so many people take that out of context about me. I do it because I find it entertaining. I know that I am not a baby. Please, really, I'm 61 years old. I just do it because I think it's fun and I think it's cute. And, so many people, if they don't understand something, they immediately have terrible, connotations about it. They really, before they judge somebody, they need to do a little bit of research on the subject. And Mr. Hypnotist, you said something too. I believe that to be hypnotized, wouldn't you say that you actually have to want to be hypnotized?
Absolutely. Yeah. The other question I'm sure is going to come up in this program, or if people are thinking about it already. So can you go into a bank and hypnotize the people and then walk out with the money? No.
Well, that was going to be my next question.
There you go. There you go. Because it's not reality. Because if it were, why would I even be sitting here talking to you? I don't need to do anything but just go hypnotize people all day long to get the needs that I need and want in my life. It doesn't work that way. But is it a very powerful tool? And like Bimbo, that was very, very intelligent of you to really put that together, because you're absolutely correct. You have to want to make the changes. It's like anything else. Now, this is the tool to help you to make those changes.
Right.
But look, you don't want to do that. No one in the world is going to make you do that. I don't have that kind of power. Only God himself has that kind of power. So I can provide you with the tools and what you need to make those changes and facilitate that in a natural, organic way. But you're not going to do it if you don't want to do it. And it doesn't matter. Some of the best people in the world seek out the best people in the world, and they still don't make the changes because they're not ready and they're not willing to want to do that.
Yeah. Someone that I think is in the middle of changes right now is this guy, Minnie Manson. Minnie Manson, do you feel open to something like this?
Not really.
Why is that?
I just ain't.
You're
boring, and you couldn't hypnotize me. I mean, look at the way you dress. I'm already turned off. You couldn't hypnotize me. You should see what I did as a hypnotist when I was a kid, though. My dad took us to this really cool place called the Magic Lounge. And this hypnotist was up there, and the guy kept trying to hypnotize me. He's like, "Kid, get off the stage."
So the thing about Minnie Manson here is he's always getting into like fights with people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Opinions. I can't help it that I'm honest.
No, but you have a very salty opinion towards like everyone. And I just wonder like why that is. Like, why do you think it is, Minnie?
Oh, this is not the place to discuss that, but I'm just a very honest person. I just don't like to bullshit people and lie to them. I guess I won't get that far in my career if I can't lie to people, but it's really hard. Sometimes I do lie, but it's really hard. I want people to be able to trust me. How can I be legitimate and such if people can't trust my opinion?
Well, the thing is, Minnie, your opinion's like always negative towards people, and you come from like a very like salty disposition. And when you come at people like that, they're not going to receive you well. Hollywood Hypnotist Kevin, is there any way to change that about someone?
No, because Minnie Manson is exactly who. What's that?
You couldn't help me. You couldn't change me. I don't want to change. I mean, I'd like to be nicer sometimes, but I don't want to change.
There you go. Minnie Manson is exactly who he wants to be.
But what if it's really not good, Kevin? Kevin, what if it's bad?
Not to you. Maybe it's good to me and people who like honesty. People trust me.
And I have to go with that, Elisa, because
trust me.
Yeah, this is where Minnie Manson wants to be in life. And you get it, I get it. We understand the higher levels of operating in this world that we live in and what we need to do that, right? In truth and in honesty, right? So Minnie Manson has made choices to be who he is and to stay at the levels that he chooses to be.
But if it's a low level and he doesn't see it, because like I don't like when I am bitter and angry inside. Like sometimes I get those feelings. I had that for a while. I lost a job that I had and I was so dark. Like, and I could kind of understand where Minnie Manson is coming from.
Absolutely. And that's why your care, your compassion, and your love, because you're connected to that, because you know you've been to that place. I think a lot of us, all of us have been to that place, but frankly, listen.
Minnie Manson, tell us about this King Cobra JFS guy.
I don't know who that is.
King Cobra.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. But yeah, so I get very dark sometimes, like depending on like what's going on in my life. And if I, lose a job or get out of a relationship, that's the worst for me. Like when I lose a relationship, it's like I want to die. Like I don't even want to live.
Right.
And so can you change like the way you feel about things, the way you react to things? You can?
Absolutely. Change your thinking, change your life, right?
Yeah.
Here's what you're saying, which is so brilliant, Elisa, because look, you understand what it's like to be in that dark place. You want to remove those dark places because you understand the higher power. And when you're connected to that and you're living in that bliss and that light, you understand completely what that means and you want to stay there. And we all should want to be there and want to strive to be there all the time. So you get it. So can hypnosis facilitate that? Absolutely, positively. Because remember what I said in the beginning. All behaviors learn behavior. And if you and look, we all have the free will. We all have choices. So like Minnie Manson chooses to be what they are. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's on them.
But it's a horrible choice. It's not good for the world. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for people he's fighting.
Well, let me tell you this. It's not good for me if I decide to get in business or associate with people like Minnie Manson. You see, I put that protective shield around me to not allow those things to come in. I've worked too hard to get where I'm at in life, to be in that bliss, to have that positivity in my life at all times. Mm-hmm. Minnie Manson, I don't judge anyone. I take things for their look. I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm not in the business of judging. I'm in the business of presenting issues to me, and my job is to help them to overcome those issues in the best way that I can. And so if Minnie Manson came to the point of where you're at in life and have those revelations, then absolutely positively can they be helped. But you heard what he said straight out. I don't want to be helped. I'm happy where I'm at.
Right. Yeah. I guess. Yes. So something good about me, this is a positive quality I think I have, is I know when I'm not doing well. Like I really know.
Well, we all know.
Yeah. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
No, he knows. Everyone knows. We all have what is called that little meter inside. It's called the bullshit meter. Everyone has it inside of us. We know exactly what time of day it is and what's going on. We make the choices because we have that free will to continue to do what we're doing and whatever levels we want to operate at.
Okay. So Minnie Manson, you're not doing well according to everyone. I'm sorry. But you don't want to be helped. So, I mean, we have somebody that can help you, but you're turning it away.
I want to help.
All right. He doesn't want to help. Okay. All right. So, Kevin.
So therefore, again, that's what happens in my when I try to do therapy. When I get on the phone with the initial consultations, it's a relationship, and it's a deciding factor whether or not I can work with them and they can work with me. And somebody like Minnie Manson calling me and say, "Look, I don't want help." Okay, I see the defense mechanism in that and how they're trying to block what's really happening, but they're really reaching out for help, honestly. But they have to be ready. But if they're not ready, I don't care who you are in the world. The best people in the world are not going to help you because you're not willing to do so.
Okay.
It's that simple.
It's very depressing because I feel like sometimes the people that need help the most are the least likely to get it.
Well, again, that's sort of a judgment and your compassion for people like me. Because again, the reason I do what I do is to help people to help themselves. That's my motto. That's what I started doing. Is why I'm successful, because it's not about me. It's about helping others to help themselves. But again, I cannot help anyone. You cannot help anyone. No one can do anything or control another individual if they don't want to and they don't want to receive. It's that simple. And if you have to accept that. It's painful. And I know, Elisa, you seem to be a very compassionate, loving, caring human being who reaches out and would love to see these people take a different path in their lives. And look, you and I are in the same business. I see hundreds of thousands of people a year, just like Minnie Manson and all.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
Is that upsetting?
No, because I think, again, we all have free will. We have choice.
Yeah.
And it's really on the individual to decide that for themselves. And if that's where they want to be, may God bless them.
Yeah. You just got to let those people go. If somebody does want help, how do they contact you, Kevin?
My website, hypnotist.com. So easy to remember.
Wow. Hypnotist.com?
Yeah.
That's your website?
Yeah, I'm going to spell it out because even sometimes when I put it in, it comes out different. I don't know
why.
Wow.
I can't believe you have hypnotist.com. Wow. That's an incredible website. Okay, great. So people should reach out to you and then you can see them right here in Beverly Hills.
Absolutely. Or, like I said, through telemedicine.
Oh, that's terrific. Okay, thank you so much for being on Kermit and Friends, and I'm really sorry about Minnie Manson.
Oh, I'm not. Don't be sorry. Don't apologize. Minnie Manson's great, and they are who they are, and they're going to stay where they want to be.
Yeah, they're going to stay horrible.
That.
All right, thank you so much. What a great guy.